5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9. Why should we care for what they're selling us anyway? We're so younger, and you don't have to be led, babe. You don't have to be scared, babe. You don't need a plan. What you wanna do? Won't you listen to the man that's with you? Shadows settle on the place that you left. Our minds are troubled by the emptiness. Destroy the middle, it's a waste of time. From the perfect start to the finish line. And if you're still breathing, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of us are heaving through corrupted lungs. We're setting fire to our insides for fun. Collecting names of the lovers that went wrong. The lovers that went wrong. We are the reckless, we are the wild youth. Creating visions of our future truth. And one of us will die before he gets there. And if you're still bleeding, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of us, our feelings, they are dead and they are gone. We're setting fire to our insides for fun. Collecting names of the lovers that went wrong. The lovers that went wrong. And you caused it. And you caused it. And you caused it. I was scared of dentists in the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. I lost my friends and turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. When they come unstuck.
All right, we'll do that. Hey everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome to the happy hour. Kevin and I were having an interesting conversation about stilettos, paint, and bare legs.
But enough about Kristi's sex life.
Not my sex life. What were you describing? Your picture?
Some dude on the internet who was like, let's just say it wasn't me. Okay, it wasn't.
Let's
me.
just say it wasn't you.
No, just some random fucking weirdo on the internet. Yeah, he got a kick out of that really, really unappealing, non-sexual thing. But that was his thing.
For you, non-sexual, but for him,
well, it's not sexual. It's glue.
Well,
What's sexual about it?
You don't know what associations people have with certain stimuli. You know, maybe that was like one of his first boners. Was this teacher walked through some glue? I don't know.
What?
Oh,
you're sick. You took it to a weird place.
I'm just saying, oftentimes
unnecessary, Kristi.
People are chasing an initial kind of experience that was very intense. Anyway.
Wow. Okay.
So, welcome to the Slightly Bizarre Happy Hour, where we don't kink shame. Kevin's just confused.
Yeah. That's
Genuinely.
I'm not there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just
You don't get
I
it.
don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so turning from that to something else completely. Yeah, I guess. Well, all right. This picture of Candace is a bit harsh, so we're gonna leave that off. We'll put something cuter on, like this kid. Oh, well, can we jump right into the bookmarks? Because I wanted to have your opinion on his form here and his follow through.
Okay.
This kid, you see it all right, right? I don't think we need the sound, so I'll just leave that off. I guess we could put it on. It's on already. Okay, so here we go. He's saying to the camera guy, "Be quiet."
What shape is that?
Why did the adult filming this let that happen?
It was the dad, obviously.
Oh God!
I don't know, but I assume it was, because that seemed like a total
Well,
dad thing to do. Come
Yeah,
down
divorce
when mom.
proceedings impending.
But he had a really good shot there. I thought his follow through is ever. Look at that! Look at that form.
Yeah, that is good. That is good. That's a nice flex knee.
Yeah,
I like it.
really does a good job. Brings
Yeah,
it up.
keeps his eye on the ball right to contact.
Yep,
Oh, this is a pro.
I'm
He
telling
knows his
you.
stuff.
And then follows through right to the end.
Yeah, look at that. Gets his hips right through it.
Yeah.
That's excellent stuff.
So I know you don't get a lot of sport. So there you
Yeah.
go.
I'm now fucking hell.
You're
I'm
admiring
now,
the form of a.
stuck with this, yeah.
You're reduced to homeschooling pranks.
Yeah. Please, thank you for stopping the sentence. You're admiring the form of a 6-year-old. Didn't need that.
Well,
That's not.
no, I
That's not a
stopped.
thing.
I stopped there. You were looking at the swing, not the shape of the swing, not the kid. I know that.
Yeah.
We were
Well,
evaluating.
technically, I was looking at the kid because I was looking at the rotation of his hips and his shoulders.
And
And they were perfect. They were in sync.
This kid golfs. This isn't someone who just sort of like takes a.
Yeah, this kid can ball.
Yeah.
This kid can ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get him out there on the mini putt. He's gonna be just going over the windmill with that swing right there.
Indeed.
I felt like this next tweet kind of sums up you, Kevin. Right, an asteroid estimated to be 1.2 miles wide will fly by Earth next week, but it's not expected to collide with our planet. To which Jeff Facky writes, "You had one job."
Exactly. Earth is a big thing, and you've missed. You idiot.
Save
And that's right. I'm
us.
calling you out, massive piece of rock. You dickhead.
Yeah.
Actually, they're mostly ice, aren't they? I don't know. Whatever they are.
Meteors. I think they can be rock or they can be ice, and they can be lots of things on them.
Okay. Well, whatever the fuck this prick is an idiot.
All right. I also know that Mike from the chat. By the way, I have to say, I got an email from Rory Katz. Rory Katz, I did watch the video, and I tried to find a good sort of little clip from it, but she's got tons of silence where she's just reading the chat. So thanks for the email and the effort, but I wasn't able to find anything for the show.
Who is Rory Katz?
I'm
then?
not going to say because Rory Katz told me. and I don't know if I'm at
Oh.
liberty to share that information, so I'm not. It's not my information to share.
Well, hang on. Apparently, it's my cat, isn't it? Why don't I get to know?
Well, when your cat emails you with, then you'll know.
No, he mainly just fucking jumps on my face in the middle of the night.
Yes.
Just for his own amusement. There's no reason. He doesn't need food. The house isn't on fire. And if it was, he wouldn't be waking me. He'd be gone.
Yeah, he would be out the door, wouldn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
We sat across the
I'm
road.
not, that wouldn't be one of those those lovely stories where it's like, oh,
Owner
cat
wakes
saves
cat.
owner from fire. No, it would just be man dies in fire. The cat was nowhere to be fucking seen.
As the subtitle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have sent timestamps. Yeah. That would have been good. But so for next time. But no worries.
Well, what was the video then?
The video was of this woman who is, I don't know, kind of how to describe her. She wants to go out and protest the coronavirus because she thinks that the rules are violating her religious freedom to go to church and also to preach the gospel. Hello. What, you think people are going to want to talk
Uh,
to you right now? They want strangers up close and personal? No, you muppet. And the government is corrupt, and what they need are like every community. It was kind of funny though, because she's going on about how, you know, these protesters came out, but she couldn't get anybody in her community to go out to the protests, and she can't get anyone to organize locally. And I'm like, well, maybe that's because people don't want to die. Maybe. Just a thought.
or it's the devil.
Or it's the devil stopping her, yeah. So she was a real fundy, like, she was talking about how she wanted to become independent, because if you have to go to the government funded or government supported grocery stores to get your food, then they got you. That kind
But at least she's not having to deal with FIFA. So
No, at least not.
you know,
Yeah.
that's a callback to another dumb thing Trump said.
A white woman with more privilege than sense. Yeah, okay, so I guess we're going to have to talk about this.
Yep.
We're going to have to talk about what Trump said yesterday.
Yeah. So, have you had your daily injections of bleach, Kristi?
Summary for just context. I think everybody will know. But for people in the future who find this when our civilization has collapsed.
Why is he looking at that like he can fucking read? Look at him. If you could see his face, it would be like, you know that bit in The Simpsons where they go inside Homer's brain and it's just a monkey clapping two symbols together?
Yes, that's it.
That's the look on his face.
Just put that monkey symbol
like a
next to his head.
Fish at feeding time.
Gulp,
Gormless
gulp,
twat.
gulp. Gormless
Sorry,
is such an underused word. Actually, I first heard the word gormless when I moved to the UK.
Well, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is fucking gormless.
Gormless is like when you have your mouth hanging open.
Yeah, gormless is like slack-jawed dipshit. Yeah. Although, like everything in Britain, it can be used in an affectionate way. I would often describe my younger brother as gormless because he fucking is. I love him dearly, though.
Well, is that using it affectionately, or you just have affection for him? I don't know that just...
No, I do use it affectionately because he's clever in some ways, but he also... Oh, God.
Nice little, qualification there. He's clever in some way.
No, he is enormously clever in some ways. He's got incredible memory for things, and he does his geeky shit. Anyway, but I don't know if this necessarily translates across, but there's a company called Ambrosia who do like puddings and stuff here in Britain.
Okay.
And they do like tins of things. When we were younger, a bit younger, about 10 years ago or something, we actually a bit more than that. Anyway, we sent him to the shop to get some rice pudding, tin of rice pudding. He came back with a tin of custard, and he said, "Oh, I just saw Ambrosia on the tin and picked it up."
Right. You didn't read beyond that.
Fucking gormless. Absolutely. We all have our moments, of course, but
yeah, you can be drunk and gormless, He's
special.
Or wake up in the morning being a bit gormless, staring at the screen.
Or become president of the United States and continue being a gormless.
Just 24/7.
Yeah.
24/7.
Anyway, he said he was asking a highly trained virologist, public doctor,
in public.
Is it possible that in public again? Yeah, I was thinking about this, right? Let's just he said, can you inject bleach to
disinfectant
to light and stuff?
Disinfectant.
Well, disinfectant. Okay,
yeah,
disinfectant.
Let's get his words right here, otherwise he'll complain.
Okay. But he was asking her this. Like, I was literally thinking about this. I reckon in the past, virtually every president of the United States has asked questions in that kind of ballpark of stupidity to experts.
Yeah.
Because they don't know shit.
They don't know
everything.
They're
not experts in every tiny minutiae of public policy, of medicine, of transport, of infrastructure, of foreign policy. They don't know virtually any of the world leaders by name until they get told 6 minutes before they fucking meet them. Right? That's fine. You have experts. You consult the experts.
Yeah, you could. That's Fantastic. Why you have them.
But you do it in private. So I reckon at some point in the past, let's say Gerald Ford, fuck it, who cares, asks, "Oh, can we? This public health crisis. Can we have people injected with bleach?" But he did it in private because that's where you do it. And the doctor goes, "Well, Mr. President, not really. What we would possibly do is, do X, Y, and Z, and then actually come up with a list of sensible, practical things. And that's fine. You don't get to say that. You can still have respect and dignity in the office of the president because the idiocy is kept away. Whereas in front of cameras, live on international TV. He asked Dr. whatever, Thursday or whatever her name is, who, by the way, the cutaway to her would have been perfect for the Curb Your Enthusiasm music. She looked like she wanted a fucking, she wanted a hole to just open and swallow her.
Yes.
She looked like she was dying inside. And I kind of thought to myself, you've sort of defended this prick. Like, you're going to have to just put up with it, I think. Anyway. And he asked her, can you inject them with bleach?
And he was talking about heat and humidity, and she's like, well, when the body has its own fever, that's a way. But you can't just heat people up. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't just.
What we should do?
Put them at 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
Federally mandated microwaving of coronavirus patients.
That'll solve it.
Yeah.
According to Trump. So someone in the chat is saying that this is a photoshopped image. The fact is, he said this. These are actually the humidity, heat and humidity, and the disinfectants. So we'll come on to it though. And yeah, honestly, the Twitter lost its collective fucking mind for like 24 hours. It's not been able to stop.
Because he's 70. How does he not know how disinfectant works?
Or that if you put it in your...
fucking inject it to people, you dopey cunt. The fuck is wrong with you?
Honestly. I mean,
a 10-year-old knows, don't glug the bleach.
Yes.
It's not good for you. It's not really meant for the inside of the human body.
That's why we have stickers on them. Like, Mr. Green, poison. Yeah. Do not use internally, ever. Don't get it on your skin.
Donald Trump is the reason that they have to sell, like when they sell rockeries, they say, don't eat.
Yeah.
Or when they have like fucking clothes, don't try to iron this whilst wearing it. He's that fucking stupid, and he's the most powerful man in the world. But it's simultaneously hilarious and phenomenally depressing.
At the
same time, which is a weird combination. But...
Yeah, I got a piece of kit from IKEA. It's a ceramic, heating unit. So if you have I only had 2 hobs, so it gives me a third hob. And but one of the things on there is when you read the instruction, it says don't wrap the cord around your neck.
Yeah.
You might choke yourself.
Presumably someone did, and that someone was probably Donald Trump.
It might have been.
And I thought the stupidest thing I would ever hear from a US president in my lifetime was when George Bush nearly choked to death on a pretzel.
Yeah. I thought that was self-owning.
I thought that's amazing. That's really dumb.
Not even close to a Trump. Not completely, Trump's his own
Trump
category.
Would be disappointed if he didn't knock out something as stupid as that before breakfast each day.
He just goes up there and gives free ads to Joe Biden every day. It's pretty much what he's doing at this point.
Yeah, and the gaslighting, because he's come out and said, it was sarcastic.
Yeah. Well, we'll look at what he said.
Wasn't. No. Well, no, he wasn't sarcastic in the slightest. And you weren't asking the questions to the journalists. You literally look to your side, to the doctor, and ask the doctor, is there any way we can do X, Y, and Z with bleach and light? And she has to calmly say the equivalent of...
Fucking no.
No.
Of course not, you muppet.
Yeah. The honest answer would be, fuck this, I'm out. I can't work with this fucking idiot.
If she would have just put down her papers and thrown up her hands and left the room, that would have been amazing.
She just, fuck this. Just left the room.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, Trump tried to put out an ad with some music in it, and it got struck down for copyright, and this is the artist, and this is his response. So should we have a look at this?
Hang on, he tries to use a black person's music.
Apparently, I went to look at the video and it's been struck down for copyright, so I don't know what it said or what music was being used, but I thought we would...
you'd understand basic things like, you have to actually...
get permission.
Copyright money.
He just assumes people are going to be happy to be associated with them, maybe. Oh, they love me. These people, they love me.
Yeah. That's why he couldn't get a single musical act to play his fucking inauguration. Who did he get? 3 Doors Down?
I don't even know. I think. Didn't he get someone to...
Obama got Bruce Springsteen to ask him. Bruce Springsteen
asked
him. What? Come on now. God damn.
All right, we ready for this? I'm going to hit play.
Please.
Okay.
Let me clear my throat. I am the legendary DJ Cool, and for all my Instagram followers that's seen that Trump Twitter post with him using my song in the background, I just want all of y'all to know that I didn't have a damn thing to do with that. I got my people on top of that situation right now, so I want y'all to repost this video as many damn times as you can. I had nothing to do with the music that was being played and that Trump Twitter post, and I'm trying to get something done about that as soon as possible. All right, this is legendary DJ Cool, and that's me clearing my damn throat. All right, let me.
So there you go.
The accent checks out.
Yeah,
That is the legendary DJ Cool. I believe him.
yeah.
I've never heard of him before, but I absolutely believe that that's who that is.
All right, well, before we get into the next one, which is white supremacy. Great. Yeah, we did see this. So someone from the Facebook group.
And now we've got black white supremacy. Cool.
Yes. Right. We're just doing from white supremacy to black white supremacy. Yeah.
We do all the shades of the rainbow in white supremacy.
Yes, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
All we need is a bit of Dinesh D'Souza and we've got a brown one as well. Get Lauren Chen involved, you've got an Asian one.
Yeah.
Oh, never ends.
Right, so this was posted in the happy hour, and I was going to show the name, but then I realized, I don't know if people in the happy hour want people to know they're
was that Barack Obama? Yeah, it was Barack Obama,
yes,
wasn't it?
It was Barack. Stops by from time to time in the happy hour group just to say hi. Says how much he loves the show. But I thought,
yeah, okay, Barry, calm yourself, lad. You're in here every fucking day, posting and posting. Like, yeah, you're bored. You're not president anymore. Find something else to do. Take up a hobby. Have you tried knitting?
Maybe more paragliding, parasailing.
You like basketball. You could do that.
So this is just to point out that Candace Owens is trying to call out AOC, calling her a racist, radical communist, using the plight of minorities to fulfill your sick and twisted goals. Hello, Candace. Hello.
Yeah, hypocrisy. Their name is Owens.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely ludicrous. But it is. It literally just is. Everyone I don't like is a communist.
Yeah. So,
Ridiculous.
still trash. Just in case you were wondering, it's an update.
Well, someone in the group chat said,
she's still trash.
at least she's not standing for Hitler. And I was
Yes.
just like, well, if you read between the lines, like there's a similar energy going on.
Yeah, the
Like,
anti-communist.
it's not that different, really.
Oh my gosh, look. Owens, whose Blexit movement seeks to introduce conservative values to urban communities. They know what conservative values are. They just don't like them. That's why your Blexit went nowhere.
Did you see? Well, exactly, it's a nonsense. Did you see that PragerU put out a mean tweets video?
No.
Yeah. Dennis Prager chose to do tweets about himself that weren't very mean at all because he's a real snowflake. But the other ones did actually have some things that were quite offensive. One of them was really, really good, which was Candace Owens read out, like a hater, obviously, saying, was it was something like, what have Justin Trudeau and Candace Owens got in common? They're both in blackface.
Oh.
Which, I mean, that's a shot fired.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah, I have to say, since I started following people, like Black Americans on Twitter, there are things that I've seen written about Candace Owens that I don't feel comfortable repeating.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't say that.
I've seen some shit that you think, if I ever heard a white person say that about Candace Owens, I would be fucking furious.
Yes, exactly.
Like, I hate Candace Owens, but that's not cool.
And then you're checking like
the police, then they can talk about their own thing.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
Way they want.
Their
It's not my
community, and
business.
yeah, because she's trying to speak for them, you know.
Well, exactly. Yeah, she's literally got a thing called Black Exit. Well, yeah, they're telling you to go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's okay, cool.
I'm just gonna eat popcorn from the sides.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to enjoy it to fuck, absolutely, but I'm not going to do it.
Nope.
Fuck
Nope. I think I shared one with you privately, going, I can't retweet this, but this was funny.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, that is not retweeted.
Yeah. All right. So,
Fucking
yeah.
funny though. Absolutely.
I saw that you shared this, Kev. So
Cog's a good chap, and he was like, yeah, the Nazi groypers are trying to do TikTok.
Yep.
But Fuentes got flagged down almost immediately.
In TikTok.
Yeah, yeah, they were
Good.
trying to take over yet another platform as the Nazi
Mm-hmm.
thing, and TikTok were like, "Can you not? Can you not?"
Yep.
But there are still these fucking assholes. This guy going on about physically assaulting men who date black women.
Yeah. Basically, like strangling them out and saying,
Yeah.
well, I guess we could do, he's got the stills here.
Mm.
This guy says, I like black girls. And then another white guy comes and chokes him out from behind.
Yeah.
And shakes his finger, saying no. So yeah, that's white supremacy right there. I went and reported it. So if anyone
go and follow Cog on the old TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you are offended by that, which if you're watching the show, you probably are, and you have a TikTok account or you needed a reason to start one, I went and reported that video. So, yeah. So that was that. And I told him we would talk about it in the show. So I did retweet it, as you guys saw, so you can go to my timeline if you want to follow the link and do what's right. All right, next up is you, Kev. You're in the...
Oh, well, that's one of mine gone again.
Sorry, we should swap over after this so you can have all of yours.
If I get the coronavirus, I will give it to all the 80 tits. To which, when I posted this on Facebook, a person came back with, I think, the most perfect answer I've ever received to anything ever. When they said, I don't know about 80 tits, I'm more of an 80 ass man myself. Which is perfect.
Yep, that's very good. 80 tits. All right, so speaking of which, since we've got to the parts where I'm starting to anticipate your tweets, I'll swap over.
Oh, okay.
And
well, I need to go on to Facebook. Not Facebook.
Yeah, but first I have to click off this thing to manage participants because people don't need to see that. But I will pull your cock and balls back up on the screen.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Greatly appreciated.
Right in the middle of the screen.
Yeah. Well, where are our bookmarks? That's what I need.
Yeah, Data Port down in the chat saying Cog is young and hip with the TikToks. I did see someone on Twitter saying if you're over the age of 25 on TikTok, you're a pedophile, which is not entirely true, but it is really young. It is really young around there.
That is right. Well, I had an old man moment today. By the way, can you all see this?
Yep,
now?
they can see it now. Yep.
Okay. You had an old man moment today. I was out in the backyard, painting my thing again.
You need to get closer to your mic.
Sorry, I was out in my back garden painting my plant thing again, which I discussed last time. And there was the family a couple of doors down, lovely family, young people involved,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
playing their music, and I literally thought to myself, "This isn't music." I literally can't understand the fucking words this person is trying to sing. What is this?
Was it mumble rap?
I don't know. It was even worse.
Oh.
I don't know what it was, but I mean...
You just went, whoa, these young people and the noise they listen to. This isn't music. I know from music.
I don't think I've ever been whiter. And I've been pretty white, so...
Well, white or old or both?
Yeah, both. I am both, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. Anyway. This twattery. Bill Mitchell, we've talked about him before. Man's a fucking idiot.
Oh, yeah. He's the one who unites people on the left and the right in agreeing on his stupidity.
Indeed. Tweeted out, I do not understand how our hospitals can handle 670,000 flu cases every year, but a few thousand COVID-19 cases overwhelm the system. We have been dealing with massive flu outbreaks for decades. To me, this is all part of the hype. Which is ridiculous.
Yep.
And then the perfect retort, by way of absurdity, is I do not understand how McDonald's can serve 2 billion hamburgers every year, but when I order 5 million at the drive-thru, it overwhelms the system.
Exactly. Yeah, perfect. Really good.
Indeed. So, what do we... Oh, Angie. I think I'm done with her. This was amazing. She tweeted out, seeing all the rad libs simping. Again,
God.
she's doing this now, the right-wing talk shit. Anyway, dog whistly nonsense. Seeing all the rad libs simping over Biden guarantees that I'm going to come when Trump wins.
God. Wow. Who needs Republicans? when you have people like this. Supposedly,
I'm going to come at the continuation of children in cages. Thanks, leftist.
I think there are some people out there who are just seriously so bitter they're wishing for a Trump win just so they can rub it in everybody else's faces.
Yeah, absolutely. Just they can go, oh, Bernie would have won.
Yep, for the next 4
Anyway.
years while we lose democracy.
Yeah. I just tweeted that I love tits.
That's not uncontroversial, is it? They're great birds.
And then tits.
There they are. Bearded tit.
Nothing funny about
That's your
nothing funny
favorite.
about that at all.
A
Yeah,
bearded tit is one of your
absolutely.
favorite. Cold
Nothing
tit.
funny about that. Nipple.
A marsh tit.
Then that one. Saw that one.
I think
This
I have
today-
some of those. Yeah.
Well, you have what? Sorry. What?
Marshmallow. Not
Oh,
marsh.
marshmallows.
Marshmallow tits. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yummy.
Not as good
Yeah,
as your
I was out
soap,
the back,
though.
like I say. No, nowhere near, obviously, clearly. Yeah, I was out in the back garden, like I say, and that's next door neighbour's cat, Peanut. It's either Peanut or Peanuts. I don't know if it's single or plural. But there she is.
Aw.
Adorable. Came into my garden and was all like, "Sup, Kev?" Yeah,
Yeah,
Good
very
one.
comfortable. Paws all curled up.
yeah.
Just enjoying the
Baking a
shade.
loaf in the shade.
And your plants are in pots. Is that lavender? A lavender
Oh
tree?
no, these these ones are dead. Yeah, that's why I was in the garden. I've been rejigging stuff because basically I let it go and they all died.
Ah.
So yeah, so that's why it's all being redone.
I love
The
the
thing I was
calico.
painting is behind me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a permanent fixture, unfortunately. An occasional conversation starter in
It's
the
a
garden.
very striking cat with the calico on the face and then the white chest.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's glorious.
Mhm.
She's got a fantastic little wobbly purr thing going on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sad news from Peter's boss.
Joker coffin.
Yeah. Joker coffin.
Your buddy's gone.
Absolutely. I'm deleting this app until I feel like coming back. Enjoy whatever it is you enjoy.
Goodbye.
And then,
And ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
yeah, that was.
Also,
Anyway,
the gift,
Yeah.
the gift to your right, the mission accomplished
Oh
gift.
yes, mission accomplished. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he is a
and then
sack of
this-
shit, and he basically, when you're gonna go and swat people, yeah, I'm not surprised that you're gonna get crap on social media.
Yeah, he's garbage.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
complete.
Peter Coffin takes a paycheck.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, this Breitbart. Just in case you were wondering if they're still lying pieces of shit, absolutely.
Oh,
They put out
okay.
the fact check. No, Trump didn't propose injecting people with disinfectant. And then about 6 hours later, Donald Trump, quote, injecting disinfectants question was sarcasm.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you people
Yep.
are trash.
He didn't say it, and if he said it, he didn't mean it. And if he did, it's okay anyway. And if he did say it, other people have said worse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's
It
the
literally is. As this person says, thoughts and prayers to the folks in conservative media who have to wear neck braces 24/7. Yep. Anyway, that's me done.
all right. So I guess, well, no, I'll screen share off screen. No one needs to see my green room where I run everything. But I will remember this time to screen share with you. Unlike most shows where I forget to do that. So, sorted. Okay. Yeah, still on the coronavirus Trump solutions. I saw this was pretty good.
Leech Trump.
Hydrochloroquine.
The thing that definitely didn't work that he said definitely did work.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually
Yeah.
creating higher death rates in people than the people who didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
moved
not
on
just that,
now.
but taking it away from people who actually
Need
genuinely
it.
did need it for
Yeah.
other actual diseases for which it is a treatment.
Yep.
Thanks, Don.
Uh,
Literally not. I mean, I've obviously made the point that you effectively don't have a president, but literally
no.
not having a president
Would be better.
now.
Yeah. There are some people who'd be alive
He's
if he wasn't.
actively dangerous.
If he would just shut
Well,
his
that's the thing.
hole.
Someone made the rather off-color joke that actually, if Donald Trump was the first to take up his injecting
Yeah.
disinfectant thing, American lives probably would be saved.
Yeah, dark, but I can't
Dark,
argue.
but
Yeah, I mean,
undoubtedly statistically correct.
yep. Yeah, David Pluff just taking the infectant.
Are we
270.
going with Pluff?
Yes,
I'm
Pluff.
going with Ploof.
It's definitely Pluff.
It's Ploof.
I've heard him introduced on many shows.
There's a U and an O.
Ploof.
That's an U, which is Ploof.
He writes 270 electoral votes on the 3rd of November 2020 is the ultimate disinfectant. 192 days. Make your own plan to maximize them. So, yeah. Good advice. Oh, yes. And Steve Ducey complained that people made a big deal over Trump's disinfectant idea, which is poisonous, he adds. I don't know. Do you want to watch it? There's only like 15 seconds of this we have to watch because literally they then. Okay. So first I'm sure I'll get asked.
And he literally says it's poisonous.
Yes. Because Fox News has been talking to their attorneys.
Yeah, he was literally advocating people poison themselves, which I was listening to a bit of Angry Arsey earlier today, doing a stream.
Yeah.
And he made a very good point. If an ordinary person like himself or me or you said that to people, you get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
That's really phenomenally dangerous thing to do.
Yep.
To try and advise people to inject themselves with bleach or disinfectant, whatever.
Or sunlight.
It doesn't really matter.
UV light.
Well, if you can inject yourself with sunlight, that would actually be impressive. I don't know what technology you're working with there, but that's. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to mute the ad. Right. There we go. Yeah, we'll get to the UV light bit when we get to one of my other clips. All right, we'll skip this part and just go right to the deuce. Because why do we need to listen?
Doesn't his name mean shitty?
Well, it can. Yeah.
Yeah.
To do take a deuce. Yeah. Means go for a shit. Yeah, it's euphemistically. It's very 1970s.
So Steve Shitty. Yeah.
Yes. All right, here we go.
So it dies quicker in direct sunlight. But we've been in the winter months. A lot of us have these things called phone soap. My wife bought these for everybody in our family over Christmas. You put your phone in there, you close it. 10 minutes later, the UV light kicks it out. I know some people online have made a big deal out of the president saying they're looking at light, whether it can do something for somebody on the outside of their body, inside the body, injections of disinfectants, which is poisonous. What did you make of what the scientists had to say last night?
And then they turned to who?
Well, William
Dr. Oz. They have Dr. Oz back. After all of that. And then he talks about surfaces. Surfaces. And then at the very end, he does.
Our nation's best scientists, so I trust that it'll be validated, but that's pretty stunning. And listen, there's no evidence you can clear the infection from the body.
And that was it.
Well, but, I mean, it could be worse. In Britain, part of the quote-unquote scientific panel we've got dealing with it here for the government is Dominic Cummings.
Oh, no.
Who's just an internet blogger, a glorified internet blogger who's been given a government job. Because clearly he owns Boris Johnson.
Well,
I don't know how or why, but maybe he has compromising information. Who knows?
That just makes no sense that he's taking up a seat that could be used by somebody. Oh, this is what I said earlier because it really sums it up. He didn't say that, and if he did, he didn't mean that, and if he did, you didn't understand it, and if you did, it's not a big deal, and if it is, others have said worse. That's it.
Yeah,
that's exactly how it goes.
I mean, the Onion was trending here in Britain, which is odd because it doesn't really sell here.
No, they tried it in London. It didn't work.
Yeah, it's not.
You're too sarcastic already.
We're too jaded to get the joke, if that makes sense. Like it's just
you've already made the jokes.
Exactly. Yeah. This is a busman's holiday. Trying to tell a British person a sarcastic joke. That's the entirety of modern Britain is a sarcastic joke on itself. It's a residue of a once great empire. You can't outdo us. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's like trying to sell coal to a miner. Ridiculous. Anyway, what was this? What was I going to fucking
Why
say?
pay for it when you can just steal it? Is that what Britain says? Huh? Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Empire.
The Onion, yes. They literally published a sarcastic, obviously, because it's the Onion, article saying a MAGA supporter buys literally one of every item just in case Trump says it's a cure for coronavirus.
I think I did see that. I accidentally clicked on it.
You can't. I mean, you literally can't. You cannot satirize.
No, you can't satirize Trump. No.
He's beyond. Well, he's literally beyond a joke.
Yes. Very true. So do you know Michael Rappaport?
I do, yes.
All right, you want to hear his take on Trump?
I do.
Oh,
but
yeah,
only
you
if
do.
He's going to get into more beef with LeBron James.
Oh, I don't know about that, but he might be getting into some beef with Trump after this.
Well, yeah, I know, because he's a relatively liberal guy, isn't he?
All right, here we go.
Fucking guy, Dick Stain. Deviant fucking Dr. Dick Stain. That's your new name, Dr. Dick Stain. Donald Trump. What the fuck are you talking about? UV light, under the skin. Imagine being a doctor, that fucking doctor that has to sit there and everybody goes, didn't you say that? Remember I said that? And you spend your entire life being a doctor and you have to answer yes to this fucking guy. I forgot that woman's name. She sits there, she goes, yes, yes, fucking clown. And then after all that, after the UV light with the this and that, then you want to have the people give themselves disinfectant? You fucking dumb cocksucker, you! You dumb motherfucker! You first, asshole!
Are you doing okay there? Because I'm just like,
yeah. This is my inner monologue.
Yes.
This is what I'm thinking.
He is all of us. He's just channeling all of us.
But I love the fact he was wearing a mask and thought, no, I'm going to have to make this video.
Yeah,
pulled the mask down and thought, no, I'm going to have to swear at the president. Yes, this is happening.
So is that a Baltimore? Or what is that?
I believe that's Boston.
Boston, okay. All right. A lot of B towns, so with sports in them. So.
Yeah.
All right. Hitting play just to hear him yell at Trump a bit more.
A lot of Arizona Congress people as well. Call back to Miss Bollock.
Oh, right. Yes, because you're going to toss Bollock.
Was it Arizona or New Mexico? Some shit like that. Some fucking big town. I don't care.
You're going to toss Bollock off the ballot?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to get a plum job in the private sector.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Disinfectant?
You saw that night. You saw Logan in his natural habitat.
Yeah, you were
That
just
was like a wildlife documentary.
So
with
much
a fucking
fun.
gorilla. That was like David Attenborough looking at a silverback. What that was. Kristi should have been describing me in hushed tones
while you were giggling, while you were heaving silently on the couch.
I can't make any sudden movements. It might startle him. Anyway, sorry. Back to my other natural state, which is swearing at dickheads.
Yes, here we go.
You want people to take disinfectant, you fucking slob, you? Now I gotta be quiet because there's people looking at me over there. See, they're socially distancing. They're fucking looking at me cursing while I'm ranting. You dumb cocksucker. Nobody's putting disinfectant in their body, okay? And if anybody's gonna put disinfectant in their body, you first, okay? You do it first, okay? You put the disinfectant in your body first, then you give some to Melania, okay? Then Icky Ivanka, okay? Then Dick Stain Donald Trump Jr., Donald J. Trump Jr., J stands for jobless, okay? Then Big Tooth Eric. You first, fucko, with the disinfectant. Fucking guy.
I love that, you slob.
Yes.
It reminds me of Robert De Niro. And he really did make me laugh when Robert De Niro he was talking about Trump and he was like the president-elect or whatever, and he called him a fucking mutt.
You fucking mutt. You're like, the Italian kind of. You dog.
I genuinely met an American once who called someone a jabroni.
That
happened.
I don't know what that
and
is.
I nearly died. I nearly died.
What's a
my body it's some fucking archaic like New York
insult?
Pejorative insult, yeah.
Okay. Maybe from The Godfather.
The Rock used to use it. The Rock used to call people jabroni. Back in the 90s when I was a wrestling fan. And I was like, no Americans actually say that shit. And I heard an American say it. And, well, yeah.
Mind blown.
I'm still technically alive, but I was never the same again.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
All right.
My mind was blown, but my mind was opened that night, Kristi.
Right. All right, so we had the woman doing drunk Trump in the club. You remember?
I don't.
All right, well, immediately, of course, now. I mean, TikTok isn't all filled with gropers or groipers, whatever they are. It's actual,
No, that's like most things. The Nazis are relatively small in number. They're loud and annoying, but most people on most platforms. Well, there actually are dedicated shitholes like 4chan or whatever, but you know what I mean. Most like TikTok and Twitter, most people aren't complete dickheads.
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly.
So this came out within like a few hours.
Yeah.
We hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light. And I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning?
What? He's asking his doctors.
Asking them in the
I know. I know.
You've got an entire massive building full of meeting rooms. You can meet them in any one of them, away from the cameras, and go ask your dumb questions that aren't fit for human consumption, much like disinfectant, ironically.
Yeah.
And you can say, can we put bleach in people's bodies? And they go, no.
You know, the thing is,
and then you go, okay, let's come up with an actual plan then.
I think I read coverage that he brought this up before they went out, and they thought they dealt with it.
Oh,
and
well,
then
that wouldn't be surprising.
And then he said it again.
When he was asked why he couldn't nuke ISIS, he had to be told 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
He asked the question thrice.
Didn't he want to nuke a hurricane?
He did. Well, that was one of the plans, apparently. But it had to be pointed out to him that the country that ISIS is operating in are like friendly nations, including, Turkey, which is a fucking NATO member.
Mm-hmm.
So no, you can't nuke them. And he had to be told that 3 times. God almighty.
Yep. He just thinks he knows the answer. Okay, I'm going to say out in front of the camera, I'm pretty sure this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the thing, just fucking gaslight afterwards, just so now it's sarcastic.
So,
I was talking to the journalist, even though he was literally asking the doctor who was sat there.
Yep.
Not
You're going to look into it. They're going to look into this.
Dressing them in any way.
No. So, should we watch the end? The last 11 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Because you see it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number in the lungs, so it'd be interesting to check that. So that you're going to have to use medical doctors with, but it sounds interesting to me. We hit the body.
Did he? Well, that's a little gem I missed when I watched it first time.
Yeah.
It does a real number on the lungs. Yeah, disinfectant will.
Yes,
that's
it will.
True.
That's why we don't put it in our bodies.
Kind of stop it functioning at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll do a real number. It'll clean it out superbly of all the capillaries.
Yeah. So Flint Reedon is in the chat saying 25th Amendment. The problem is that the 25th Amendment relies on the vice president and the cabinet to remove the president. So
and anyone with any semblance of a backbone never got near that cabinet.
Like, it didn't occur to people that there would be people who wouldn't think first of the U.S. best interest when it comes to the competency of the president. Like that, it didn't occur to them that they wouldn't be able to trust grown-ups that were appointed by or consented to by the Senate would leave us in the state. Which is why,
obviously, you need to come back into the sweet embrace of Mother England.
Yeah, we might have to if he erects everything.
It's the only answer.
Oh, this was also just... Okay, so Rick Wilson, I know I showed him up last time, but this just kind of my jaw dropped, and I thought I'll have you read this out. This next one, Kevin. Here we go.
Please do. Right. Oh, we got the G-Man in the building.
Seb.
The Gork. Right. Which one am I reading first? Jason or Rick?
I guess I'll read Jason, and then you read Rick. Okay. Sebastian Gorka says the left hates Trump because they hate masculinity, adding that manly men don't hate Trump.
Can we just all admit that Seb Gorka faps to Trump Chad porn? Yeah, almost certainly.
I have to say, Rick Wilson, considering he's older than me, he's pretty much got the lingo down.
Yeah.
He understands how to talk to Twitter. Like, he's got the fapping and the
what's
chat.
Battle for 1600?
They're doing
Pennsylvania
Avenue.
Avenue?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking, what happened in 1600? America wasn't a thing.
He's one of the co-founders of the Lincoln Project that are spending money from conservatives to unseat Trump. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep. People's reaction. Did the president just ask if we could inject people with bleach to kill the virus? And Lou Dobbs' guest says hopefully Kim Jong-un, right, is going to be all right. And we have to make sure North Korea does not become a military dictatorship. Yeah.
The most trusted source of news.
What is this? Oh, I no
It
longer.
It's simultaneously. It is. It's simultaneously incredibly funny and dispiriting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the part of the same species as these fucking
I know.
creatures, as these mutts, as these slobs.
I just kind of see Robert De Niro sort of slowly trying to pick the word "you fucking mutt." I don't know why De Niro's. Yeah, for some reason. I think because he does that really well. Maybe I'm thinking of Meet the Fuckers kind of stuff, but he's got a way of really coming across authentically.
It reminded me much more of Goodfellas. That kind of character.
Yeah, no, that's true. I see that.
Because there was a bit of anger. There was a bit of anger behind it. Ununderstandable. He'd just in his country go down the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
So
we're all watching.
Oh it was before it happened, but you know what I mean. He saw it. He was circling the drain at that point.
Yes.
He was annoyed, peeved. I would suggest.
All right. Yeah. So this is just a Brandon Sir Hub Life saying, "I no longer trust American academia, American medical professionals, American politicians, American media, or American law enforcement. I trust President Trump, and I trust my fellow patriots. Everyone else can get fucked with their communist bullshit."
Yeah, all those American communist politicians. Isn't Donald Trump an American politician?
Well, he doesn't. No, actually, no, he's not. He is not. He might have gotten elected, but that doesn't make him a politician.
Well, the president is a politician.
Yeah, but
you don't have to be particularly good
I
at
guess
it.
if you're gonna do like one of those, all men are mortal. Socrates is a man, therefore Socrates is mortal. Yeah, but in terms of actually,
that works. Yeah, that's true though.
But
you make it sound like that's a trick. That's you crafty bugger saying Socrates, the dead man, is mortal. Yeah,
but most politicians actually have skills. Like they have some ability.
Well, he has skills. It's just that skill is pandering to racist scum.
Yeah, he's got like the used car salesman skills. So
yeah, but in a country looking for a used car, which clearly America is, it works. Right. And his presidency is nothing if not the ultimate fucking
reality TV show
piece of shit write-off widowmaker of a fucking used car.
All right. This story kind of blew my mind because we had that whole discussion last time about smoking and COVID and all that.
Yeah.
So Xander, thank you for tagging me into this. Now, do not from this take that you should take up smoking, because I think it was also the French who had the whole hydrochloroquine idea as well. So, but when I read the article, it does say that there's two patterns of patient behavior that were found both in France and in China. So, a couple things. Yes. I'll go with the population comparisons. Yeah, this is the one. So, in China, they found at the end of March, according to an article in the New England Journal of Medicine, that suggested only 12.6% per 1,000 people infected with the virus were smokers, while the number of smokers in China is around 28%. And in France, figures from Paris hospitals show that of 1,100 patients admitted to the hospital with COVID-19, 8.5% were smokers, but the total number of smokers in France is estimated to be around 25.4%. So, yeah. Then again, hydrochloroquine. So, so what they write is, our cross-sectional studies strongly suggest that those who smoke every day are much less likely to develop a symptomatic or severe infection compared with the general populace. The effect is significant. It divides the risk by 5 for ambulatory patients and by 4 for those admitted to hospitals. We rarely see this in medicine. So they're going to start...
See, I think I need to sue the health service because I was told when I gave up smoking it would be good for my health. And
I know.
Lied to.
This is an
I've been lied
upside-down
to.
world we're living in.
I knew it would be bad for me. I know I shouldn't have stopped.
Yep. So they're going to be doing clinical trials of giving nicotine patches. They're going to try that out. Do not go out and buy nicotine patches. Because again,
no, just go out and buy cigarettes and get addicted.
No,
Cancer's awesome. Think about all the sympathy that cancer patients get.
Yeah,
it must be amazing. They probably love it secretly, I reckon.
Of course, yes. And we know you're being sarcastic here. Yes.
When people say, "Do you have cancer in your family history?" Kev, my family history is cancer.
Oof.
Everyone's had cancer.
Wow.
And a bit of diabetes thrown in.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Just to mix it up.
We're hardy stock.
It's boring after a bit.
Like only 2 of my grandparents. I don't have a family history of cancer. Not of like particular organs kind of thing. I'm very lucky in that way.
Has cancer reached Wisconsin yet?
I think so, yeah. So anyway, it just move on from that. If we get off the cancer topic. So we're trying to be happy.
You should have said, yeah, we elected him governor not that long ago. Scott Walker joke.
Hey, yes, he is in that way cancerous democracy. So who knows? Well, like I said, 3 weeks ago we were all talking about this malaria drug, and now it's a dud. So, but
no, Kristi, we're not talking about smoke. We're talking about bleach.
And disinfectants. Disinfectants, yes.
Yeah, but he meant bleach.
Oh. You see that?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave that up while you talk.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've advocated in favour of getting cancer.
Oh.
I don't think I need to say anymore.
Talking about Britain a little bit, a diplomat has admitted it was a political decision, not an email error, that led the UK to not joining the EU ventilator scheme, which is what we covered here on the show. So I thought it was worth following up on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they said it was an email error, which was dumb, but at least okay, it was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
This was a purposeful decision, despite the EU. We don't want anything to do with you.
Is this a recent picture of Bojo? Because his hair is surprisingly tame.
I don't think there are recent pictures of him.
Okay, still recovering. Okay.
Yeah. We had the really bizarre thing. Parliament came back from its, is it Easter recess or whatever? And they had Prime Minister's questions, which he couldn't attend because he's still ill. So they had Dominic Raab step in.
Yeah.
Which, isn't the end of the world. Look, that's what happens if the Prime Minister's away on foreign duties, or in this case, incapacitated. Someone steps in, that's fine. But because of the restrictions on the social distancing and stuff, the MPs have to be sat 2 meters apart. So it was only about a quarter full because only a tiny number of them can actually get in there.
Yeah.
The rest are stopped and all the rest of it. And so they had them joined by video link. So it was like a virtual Prime Minister's questions. It was mental. I didn't know what to make of it. It was very, very strange.
Yeah,
did they? Done. I'm glad they're taking it seriously.
Yeah,
because they fucking didn't at first. They said, "Oh yeah, do social distancing," and they were sat next to each other in Parliament.
Mm-hmm. I remember those pics. Yep.
Yeah. And then it ended up the fucking half the cabinet got it. Yeah, what a surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking morons. Anyway, so they are taking it seriously now, and or at least in theory are taking it seriously, but the government are really shit and have cost thousands of British lives.
Unfortunately, that's true.
But on the upside, the 99-year-old guy who raised millions and millions of pounds also did a duet with Michael Ball, and that's now at number 1 in the charts.
Okay. So that's the thing that happened,
Yeah. So, I don't again, 2020 is too weird.
Yes.
There's so much happening all the time that 99-year-old man duets with Michael Ball gets to number 1 in the charts. isn't even that. It's barely a blip.
Yep. We almost forgot to
Barely
mention
registers.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Like that's another bizarre thing that happens. Add it to the list.
Yep. That doesn't even make the cut for the best of this week.
No. Not by a long shot. You wanna read this out?
Yes. It says this may be the first civil war in history where the rebels kill themselves, according to Leon
Accord Whiting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I follow Chris Evans. I thought this was pretty funny.
Is that the what do you call it, guy?
No. It's another Chris Evans. It's this guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, so well, yeah, okay.
Not Captain America is his
Not
name.
Captain America.
And he said, "I'm calling for a complete."
Oh, right, yeah. I was trying to think of the character's name, and it's
Yeah.
literally not his name. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. You want to read out what he said?
Observant. He said, "I am not calling for a complete and total shutdown of white people in the United States until oh, sorry, I am calling
Yeah.
until we figure out what the hell is going on." Fair point.
Oh yeah, this guy.
And he's literally coughing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Listen.
It's
Look at
illegal.
mobility
It's
scooter
against the
revolution, man. Love
Constitution.
it.
I'm immune compromised. I put that at risk today. Because I gotta be here.
Are you scared to die?
No more scared than I am for anything else.
Freedom! Prolonged lockdown, basically a slave.
I'm risking my life today. Fine. I want you to understand, this is China's wet dream to hurt our nation. It's their wet dream. And this is about our liberty, brother.
And you're aiding them.
Agenda this
Yeah.
is.
Every problem with the government.
Sorry,
we
stop.
can't go
Shut up. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, so even if we go along with your racist bullshit about
Mm-hmm.
oh, China wants to hurt you, most Chinese people couldn't give two fucks. They just want to live a life.
Yeah.
Leave them alone. In the same way that most Americans don't want to hurt Chinese people either. It's just to get racist garbage.
Mhm.
But even if there is a wet dream, you're literally doing their bidding.
Mhm.
You're working as an agent of the Chinese state in helping to spread this disease, including killing yourself. You fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
Taking down your mask and coughing. Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Xi Jinping thanks you, you idiot.
There are some Republicans in the Congress, because of course, who want to bill China
What for?
for the costs of America's coronavirus crisis.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Oh, and then we're
Doesn't
back.
America think that all other countries are like pathetically weak and they can just bully them around.
Well,
China's
that's
not
their.
going to give you a fucking shiny penny.
It's internal domestic consumption
Of
bullshit.
course it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's playing off the whole racism thing. I mean, I think this pretty much just sums up
The
2020.
immigration thing is all the racists are like, yeah, he's banning immigration. I'd be very surprised if it stops one immigrant. It's going to be instantly challenged in the courts. And
Yeah, think of
obviously
the au
shown to be
pairs.
unconstitutional.
Think of the people and their au pairs. What are you gonna do without your, someone to watch your
Look,
kids?
think about all
that you
those
had?
Republican congressmen and their unkempt gardens if Jose is not allowed in.
Yeah. So anyway, this is where we started last time, but I do think it just sums up 2020 for me. Anderson Cooper, like this is all of us in 2020, every fucking
But
day.
he's so white. I don't know where the
He's-
hands end and the forehead begins.
It's basically just purple and then a
and then
suit
I'm not
and then
entirely
white.
sure where the forehead ends and the hair begins. It's like a fucking it's a gradient color chart of white.
Cool whip.
Yeah. He's so white.
Look how it spreads. Cool whip flow. All right, that's a little Dicky line. I can make him
You
right with an
are a
IG live.
repository
And my
of
girl's
little
got
Dicky
bombs and a
lines.
bad jihad. In between her legs is looking right hypotenuse. Oh, break it on down. All right. Oh, quiz.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. You throw a few curveballs of your
Yeah.
own, my good lady.
That's what I do
Hello,
when I
I'm
go
Jimmy
off on my.
Fallon.
Shut up, Jimmy. We don't care. Yeah, when I go off on a weird tangent, I'm just throwing you off your game.
Yeah. It's often white people rap.
Yeah.
Either Little Dick or Eminem.
Well, I don't feel comfortable with some black lyrics because I have to self-censor and then it gets all awkward because I have to decide, do I skip the word and drop the beat, or do I put in a different word and it's obviously not the word that's intended? So,
Well, I'd like to hear you do that. The I don't know. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what the song is called, but the one where it repeatedly says N-word.
the Freaky Friday song?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's when
Anyway,
he
the one
swaps.
was, I'm 200% N-word.
The what?
That one.
Well, one with,
Because-
with Little Dicky.
No.
No, that one I don't know.
It's a proper rap song, and it's like N-word, 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 N-word. I'm 200% N-word.
Oh no, I don't know that song.
Oh yeah, but it says the word so many times. It would be really funny to see you try and do that.
Right.
What's
Well,
this?
no. So Little Dicky has a song with Chris Brown, and he references it actually about talking about his controversial past in the middle of the song. And the basic premise is that they have like a Freaky Friday moment, and Chris Brown's consciousness goes into Little Dicky, and Little Dicky go here. He sees Chris Brown talking on the television, and then they swap bodies. And he wakes up and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm Chris Brown. I can sing. I've got tattoos on my neck. It's all so great." And then I
was not.
Okay. And then they swap back, and then it's from his point of view as Little Dicky. And he talks about like being white and people and having a small dick, obviously, because it's Little Dicky, and not being judged for being black and everything else, and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a fun swapsies song, but it's kind of controversial. I don't know who wrote the lyrics. I'm assuming that Little Dicky was like, "Chris Brown, how would you feel about doing this joke?" Because you don't just send someone those lyrics. You gotta like set it up. I want to pretend that I'm me being you saying the N-word. Is that okay?
No, you got to take artistic chances, Kristi.
Yeah, he did.
You send it and you hope for the best. And you get a letter of
cease and desist.
Yeah, you get a D&D letter telling you do not contact
me ever
again.
Yeah.
And remain more than 500 meters from any of their properties
Mm-hmm.
in future.
So I'm pretty sure they had to talk that out first.
Probably.
But it's a catchy little "I woke up in Chris Brown's body." It's pretty funny. Okay. Little quiz?
Yeah.
All right. So that whole show is going to get copyright claimed. I don't care. That's fine. We don't make much money on the views from this. Oh, I know someone watched the ad. That's going to go to Little Dicky now. So, but it's okay. It's a good song. Sorry. Someone said I was sat through the ad for Kristi, which I appreciate. That's awesome. But now it's going to go to Little Dicky. Or his record label, at least.
Well, you never know. It wasn't that much of a song.
Yeah, it depends on how thoroughly. I mean, we are pretty far into the show. How late is it? What are we in, like an hour and a half? An hour or so? I can't see.
And also the bot does. I mean, I've used entire songs and it's not got flagged. And
Well,
then I use a 5-second clip within context and
yeah, it's
copyright
really
claim
random.
and instantly you think, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Depends on how thorough they are. Dang it! I can't get my stupid screen. I have to scroll over. Oh, this thing.
Yeah,
is...
I did. Yeah, actually, I did. I did mouth that song in one of the Center's Manospheres.
Oh, which song is that?
When
that one. Oh, is that about the? Oh no, not the girls with the big butts. I think you also had that in there once about how you like.
Probably.
Yes.
Probably, but no, it was the episode, the good fella, the 6'-ood fellow, whatever he was fucking. The
Oh right, yeah, the one that
the one that still makes me laugh from the intro where he goes, "I was just showing the top of my knob," and he's so funny. Oh my god, that still makes me laugh. You look like a prick. Oh, anyway, sorry. Yeah, and he was doing a thing. He was like responding to some fucking video or another, where it's like black people have for white people or whatever.
Okay.
And he was making several very racist comments. So I decided, and it was, I think, one of my more inventive things. I was going to respond to him responding to them by using the lyrics of black people with me mouthing the words over the songs.
Got it.
So there was like at one point he goes, "You," and says it really strangely. So I did the "Are you soldier boy?" That one.
Okay.
What else was there? At one point he mentioned Simba. So I did the Lady Smith Black Man Barzo thing with carrying Rory Cats as Simba, like from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I do? Oh, I can't even remember. Oh yeah, "Fuck You" by CeeLo Green as well, because he says "fuck you" at one point. So I'd sung "Fuck You" by CeeLo Green. So I was basically using black people's artists artistic whatnots to shut down a racist. And one of those songs is that song where it just repeatedly says the N-word.
Okay.
Over. It says about 20 times in a row.
I'll have to check that out.
And then it quotes me at the bottom. I quoted myself saying that I'm 200% N-word at the bottom of the screen because I mouthed that phrase on camera.
Yes.
The things I do, the things I do for my art, Kristi, the sacrifices I make.
Oh, the chat's already ahead of us on the first question.
Oh, okay. What is the main ingredient of gazpacho? That's 2 gazpacho questions.
Yes.
No, Jimmy. Just go make some fucking soup.
You obviously want it.
It's tomato.
Tomato. Yep.
Yep.
All right. We'll just let it run.
No, sorry. Tomato.
Yeah. With some basil.
Basil. Fuck off. What is more common? Sorry. Oh, shit. What is the more common name for the Aurora Australis?
I don't know.
You do know. What's the Aurora Borealis?
Well, that's the Northern Lights. So this is the Southern Lights?
Aurora Australis. Yes, they are yeah.
Well, why is it called
Australis is literally the Latin for southern or south.
Ah, do you know
Australia gets its name from Terra Australis because there was an old Roman theory that because the Earth, they already knew the Earth was round. The idea that they thought the Earth was flat is nonsense. The ancient Greeks knew the fucking Earth was round. Very few people have ever thought it was flat. So they had this idea that the amount of land on the Earth must be balanced for it to stay in orbit.
Okay.
And they knew there was more land that they were aware of in the northern hemisphere than in the southern. So they theorized this idea of Terra Australis, the land of south or the southern land, in order to balance out. No, it wasn't true. There is way more land in the northern hemisphere than the southern, above the sea, obviously. Yeah,
above sea level. Yeah,
above sea level. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was actually a Terra Australis, but just not for the reason I thought. So when they got there, they called it Australis, and it became Australia.
Oh, well.
Yeah. There you go. Little bit of silly history for you.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so Aurora, Lights, Australis, Southern.
The Southern Lights.
You are very welcome.
I only ever hear about the Northern Lights. And I know I've seen the magnetic thing where it shows at the poles, so I just didn't think anybody saw them.
There's no one who lives anywhere near. Because both the Northern and Southern Lights can actually get quite far away from the poles. Like, for instance, the Northern Lights have been seen as far south as Rome.
Whoa.
Yeah, very, very rarely, but it does get that far. And so in the Northern Hemisphere, there are lots of people that are encompassed within that land, whereas in the Southern Hemisphere, there's no one. So they don't really get seen very often by human eye.
Yep, so I just would have a blind spot, even though I know logically they exist.
Indeed, yeah. It's the same process. The idea of there being an up and down, a north and south in universal terms is nonsense. We could just so easily call it the other way around. It would make just as much sense.
Yep. It's a social construct.
Just when we were putting together maps and globes and stuff, it was Northern Hemisphere people doing it.
Yep.
So we're on top, even though we're just as on the bottom as anyone else.
It's an interesting way to think about it. Anyway, okay, so question 3.
Yes. On the Reservoir Dog poster, 6 have a name that's Mr. and then a colour. Who are the other 2? On the Reservoir Dogs poster, 6 have a name that's Mr. and then a colour. Who are the other 2? I don't know this.
No, I can't think of the Reservoir. 6 have a name.
There's Dave and Barack Obama.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how he got his start. That's how people knew him. They're like, is that the guy from the film? I was running for president. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a pass on this one then?
Yeah, I'm going to fucking claw.
All right. And the chat's not saying anything either, and it's been up for a while, so I don't think they know either.
Yeah.
All right, we're all going to take the collective 0 on that one.
Yeah, that's an L. Put that one up in the L column. The full title of which novel of 1837 is the name of the main character, followed by "Or a Parish Boy's Progress." The full title of which novel of fuck's sake, of 1837 is the name of the main character, followed by "Or a Parish Boy's Progress"?
No idea. This is a very British question.
Or a Parish
Think.
Progress. 1837.
Mm-hmm. Is there like Arthur, some kind of famous one-word book?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. You don't have to know. Well,
no, I actually don't know
He's
that.
got
And
a
I
good-
can't even think of who that might be.
he's got to find something between gazpacho soup and then books from the 19th century. Oh,
Yeah.
it might be someone
Soups.
saying Oliver Twist in the chat.
Parish Boy's Progress. Possibly. Is that too early for Dickens? I don't know. Maybe.
Nicholas
I'm not sure, to be
Nickleby?
honest. I'm not sure.
Now they're just
I'm not
throwing
sure.
out book names. Nobody. I think there's, especially when there's a question mark. At least, yeah. Thanks, Donate, for having the question mark to notify us. We don't know.
Across the original series of Star Trek, how many times was the line "Beam me up, Scotty" used?
Oh, I wonder if this is one of those like Bill Clinton never said "I feel your pain."
Yeah.
But it's assumed he is.
Well, another great example of that is Sherlock Holmes, who literally never says "Elementary, my dear Watson."
But you know what they do a lot of in the
What?
Holmes books every time when someone speaks?
What do they do?
They ejaculate. Don't you
What?
remember, like, there are 12 ejaculations in the Sherlock Holmes series?
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Apologies. Yes.
Watson
remember that.
ejaculated.
Yeah. Because that's it just means to expel a thing, in which case words work. It's fine.
But now it's just
Anyway.
funny.
Yeah, he says "elementary" a few times, and he says "my dear Watson," but he never says "elementary, my dear Watson."
Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if this is like that. He never
Yeah,
actually
possibly.
says it.
I'm going to say once.
All right, just to cover your bases, like The Price is Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Madeline. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you made a live show. We're doing
Whoop, whoop.
Who? You don't watch this live? You watch this after? Oh my gosh.
The swan appears.
Oh, Rhyming Journeys.
Oh, hang on. Okay, so from
Portugal.
Lisbon.
Yeah, perhaps.
From Lisbon to Brisbane.
You
Yes.
anticipated that one very well.
Okay. Well, what else rhymes with Lisbon?
Yeah, true.
From
Is that Naples or Milan?
no, Naples is further south.
Okay.
And I think oh shit, is that Milan? No, I think Milan's further. Is that? I don't know.
Well, where do you
What
think?
country is that? So that's Austria, isn't it?
Oh, Vienna.
Vienna to Casena. Well, what other places are in Austria? There's Zurich. No, that's Switzerland.
that's
isn't it?
Switzerland.
What Salzburg.
Naples
nothing
to
rhymes with Salzburg.
Staples. It says Roy Katz.
Staples Center is in Los Angeles. Cool.
Florence to Torrance.
What the fuck's Torrance? Is that a place?
Vienna, Verona. They have to rhyme. Like
Do they?
Brisbane.
This is
and
Jimmy Carr.
Lisbon.
Do they have to?
That's true.
We had fucking chive talking. Chive door ting king cha. Fucking shit. So,
I didn't know you were that frustrated with it.
Florence to Scorrance. We don't fucking know.
Rhone to Rome? Siena, Vienna. That sounds right. Tony, it's Tony again.
Yeah. Oh, Blake weighs on the fucking ball. He kicks it in the dick every show. Without fail.
All right. So I think we've sussed that one. Thanks to Tony.
Yeah.
Group effort on that one. Thank you. And thanks for everyone who
Get
contributed.
on Anthony's level.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for us to sit up here and go, nah, it's not Florence to Lawrence or whatever. But, you guys are making the effort. And so don't just try. Rome to Frome.
So that's from, I don't know, is that Leeds or somewhere? No.
York? Is that?
What place is that in?
Where do I?
No,
Durham. Trying to think when I take the train because I oftentimes have to
Hull.
go. Hull.
From
It could
Hull
be.
to Cull.
I don't think that's right.
I don't know.
Where do I go?
I don't know either of the
Cork
places.
to York.
That could work. Isn't Cork? Oh, I thought Cork was further up. I don't know.
Well, it would rhyme. I don't know if it works, but at least that
It
would
would rhyme. It would absolutely rhyme. It could work.
All right, I've got Geraint in the chat saying York to Cork as well. So
Okay. Yeah, that works. Fuck it. It's probably as right as the actual answer.
was York one of the first things I said? Because I have to take the train up to Edinburgh. I've done that trip a lot in my life, and there's not that many stops.
I thought York was further close to the coast, but I might be mixing that up with Scarborough. I get my Yorkshire towns mixed up. There are so many.
That's
they
fair.
often have a cake named after them as well.
There's a lot of pastries.
Indeed. So is that Mumbai?
I thought Mumbai was in the middle more, but I don't know. Let's find out what the next one is. Maybe we can work backwards.
Right.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Is that
So,
Austin?
wow, they really made an effort to take the lines out on that one.
Yeah.
So that's Texas, and is that New Mexico next to it? And Arizona?
What's the big city in New Mexico? Albuquerque. Albuquerque to Turkey.
Geraint. Sorry. Yeah, I was getting I'm so terrible at names. Let's see. Well, maybe it is Arizona. I don't know. I don't know the southern U.S. I know that's California and Nevada.
Phoenix to Shreenix. I don't know.
Oh, it is Mumbai. People are saying that's Mumbai.
Well, that's what I thought, but I mean,
right.
Mumbai to
to Santa Fe. No, I don't think that's.
No, that's a stretch.
Colorado, maybe they're thinking. No, Colorado is farther north. Colorado is
maybe
like
it's not. It can't. I don't think it can be Mumbai, can it? Because what rhymes with Mumbai?
Yeah, and I thought because I was in Goa, and Goa is like in that part of India, up by the Arabian Sea.
The gateway to India. Yes. Yes. So, right.
see.
So what? Oh God.
Do you know the way to San Jose? No, I don't know. That's not in New Mexico.
Fe. So what other cities have we got in India? Chennai, Delhi, Deccan, Bangalore.
Maybe Phoenix.
We don't fucking know.
If it's Arizona, maybe it's Phoenix something.
Phoenix to.
Nope.
What was with Phoenix? No,
Nothing. Bombay.
Well, if they're calling it Bombay, that's some really imperialist bullshit.
Oh, that's Roy
It's not called Bombay anymore.
Is that Mumbai now?
Yeah.
Okay.
They literally. I mean, I have a theory, and I think it's actually true, that they literally just went to the locals. What do they call this place? And they said Mumbai, but in an Indian accent, which I won't copy because that would be a bit problematic. And so they just went, Bombay. Yes, put it on a map. There we go. And for 250 years, it was Bombay, even though it never was.
Yeah. Someone suggested Calcutta.
Bangalore was Bangalore.
Mm.
Calcutta is spelled differently. In English, the English called it Calcutta. It's actually Kolkata.
So the argument being made here, I think, by Andrew et al., is it's Bombay to Santa Fe.
Okay, well I'm not just annoyed that it's not the right thing. I'm disgusted that this imperialist bullshit is happening.
All right.
I came here for silly questions, not to be reminded of.
Well,
slaughter.
maybe we've just gotten it completely wrong. So there's only we'll have to see what happens.
If it's Bombay to Santa Fe, I'm going to write a strongly worded letter of complaint. I'm going to say your free content that we're stealing from you.
It is offensive, which it is true.
So that's Mali.
Okay.
So what cities are there in Mali? There's
it's a whole
Timbuktu, Bamako.
Well, here's the country, Peru, isn't it?
So Timbuktu to Peru.
That would seem to rhyme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
That
so
works.
now it's time for the answers.
That works because they're both called that.
Yes.
They're both correct names for those places.
All right, so we'll have some mystery answers here we weren't quite sure
Otherwise, I'm going to start calling it Londinium. And it's not York, it's Jorvik. We're going even further. Fuck it.
All right. Tomato,
What was
Southern
the
Lights.
first? It was
Tomatoes.
Tomato, Southern Lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we have a mystery one. Someone said Oliver Twist in the chat. Nice guy.
Oh, no, that's the two. Yeah, okay. Nice guy, Eddie, and Joe.
Oh, the two characters in the poster.
Not
Yeah.
Barack Obama.
No,
Dave.
on sad day.
So,
Boom. Come on.
stop talking,
Yep.
Jimmy.
Oliver Twist.
Okay.
Chat.
fair enough.
Take your pride points. You earned them. Second Oliver Twist answer, as was pointed out. 0.
Well, actually, little historical thing for you there. The reason that we think of Christmas as really snowy is down to a very cold snap that happened to Britain during Charles Dickens' childhood, where there was, I think, something like 5 years of consecutive snow on Christmas Day, which is basically unprecedented before or since. Even though apparently we only have snow once every 6 years on Christmas Day, on average.
I've driven on
But
ice
because of that,
on Christmas Day.
he put all of his Christmases as snowy in the books, and so it became kind of part of the culture, even though it's not snowy here on Christmas.
See, growing up in
doesn't
Wisconsin,
tend
it
to-
was completely natural to me for it to be wintry and
Yeah,
Christmas.
exactly. Yeah, because you live in the fucking Arctic or some shit. I don't know.
Yep. So answer the times. I think this was a beam me up Scotty question.
Yeah, 0.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's one of those things.
Yep.
It's an ejaculation.
Lisbon to Brisbane.
Lisbon to Brisbane.
Siena, Vienna.
Siena to Vienna.
Yep.
Okay, cool beans.
Cork to York.
Cork to York. It's your
Woohoo.
big place.
Yeah.
Bombay to fuck off.
And
Timbuktu
Timbuktu
to
to Peru. He might apologize for it. I mean, it is Jimmy Carr, though, so probably not.
Yeah, almost certainly not. He doesn't apologise for rape jokes. Like, he's not going to apologise for Bombay.
No, probably not.
The British government don't apologise for Bombay. And they should.
So, do you want to do another?
Yes. Yes, I do. Mini Ice Age?
Same
What?
procedure as every year. Okay. Hey,
Oh, Mini Ice Age. Oh, sorry, yeah, we're back to...
the
yeah,
Dickens thing.
Yeah, it was called the Mini Ice Age, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they had the medieval hot period as well. There's a distinctive set of tree rings in every tree in northern and central Europe during the Middle Ages.
Yeah,
Was
they
it
had a lot of
unexpected
food, and then they had
kidnap?
no food
Indeed.
and plague.
Indeed.
I mean, they had it worse than we
Well,
do,
and
honestly.
plague, yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we were talking about this the other day.
We
weren't
were.
Krista?
I was saying I walked across it.
Well, no, you said you walked halfway across it, and I
Yeah.
said that's impossible. That's literally impossible. 'Cause
And
you
then
have
I
to
went the
walk
rest of the way.
The other half,
Yeah.
one way or the other.
Well, we got halfway there, and we're going to turn back, but then we decided to just walk across the whole thing.
So you walked across it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. After a break in the
Okay.
middle.
Yeah.
Yes. Red. They're all like,
Anyway.
red.
Yeah, it's obviously red. It's a very, very famous.
It's also a great movie, starring Bruce Willis.
It's an exceptional movie, starring Bruce Willis. Yes.
Speaking of which,
Oh, for fuck's sake! How many movies have been made in the Red franchise? The answer is 2. In the Die Hard franchise,
5,
I
right?
don't know.
I think
Is
they
it
brought out
some
a
sh-
recent
No.
one, didn't they?
And, well, I'm sure it was more than that, wasn't it? 6 or 7 or some dumb shit.
No, you're
I
thinking
remember it
Fast and
because they had the.
Furious.
Am I maybe? They're all one and the same now. The Fast and the Furious, the Indestructibles.
Yeah,
it's
Vin
all
Diesel is
trash.
so easy to swap with.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
With
Chad's saying
Jason
4.
Statham.
Orion's saying
Yeah.
5. Is it 4 or 5 people? 7.
Someone's saying 7. So I mean, thank you, Fairy, for backing me up there. I think it's
Wisdom of the
something like
crowds,
6 or
it's
7.
5. There's more 5s. There's 2 4s. There's 4 5s.
Okay.
Don't they keep
2
doing them?
4s and
Yeah.
4 5s. Okay.
Yes. We're going to go with 5. We're going to go with Wisdom of the crowd here.
Well, no, you are. I'm sticking my neck out.
All right.
Which South American country gets its name from a place in Italy? Which South American country
Country?
gets its name from a place in Italy? I would think my immediate thought is, again, because of the anglicization of names, the name for Venice is Venezia in Italian,
Yep.
which Venezuela sounds like a Hispanicization
Oh,
of
right, of Venice.
the Italian name for Venice.
I'm
And
convinced.
that would make sense because Venice was a huge sailing city. So when they were occupying parts of South America, they were doing so via boat. So I think it's Venezuela, but I don't know. That's just a
You make a
deduction.
you make a good case, young
Thank you.
Squire Logan. We're gonna go with that. People are like Costa Rica. Kevin's already spoken.
Colombia's obviously named after Christopher Columbus.
I was thinking Argentina too, but that also sounds really Spanish. Argentina.
That's named after the Latin word for silver. That's actually true. That's something
No. It's just like, do not go toe to toe with Kevin on history.
Well, not just on history, on
Country
pointless
names.
bits of nonsense history that you will never need the information for. It will never be useful in any real sense. But I know that's
Except
true.
to call people up in the chat.
Argentum. It was because the Spanish went there for silver mines largely.
Mm.
So that's why it's called Argentina. That's a thing.
All right. Okay, number 4.
In 2001, Chris Hadfield became the first Canadian to go for a walk where?
Madeline Swan in the chat says the pub. I don't think that's it.
I believe I'm right in saying it's space.
Ah, space. Yes, the final frontier.
Because isn't Hadfield the guy who did the Bowie song, Starman or whatever?
Oh,
Space?
did he?
I think so.
Did he do a cover of it? I mean,
just 1 second.
2000.
I
Okay,
need to
let
step
someone
away
in
from
or
the mic
out.
for just a second. Out.
Space. Everyone's very excited in the chat. They figured it out. Yes, space. Everyone gets points all the way around on that. All right. Where are you, Kev? How long does it take to let a cat out? He's probably petting his pussy. Major Tom. Yes. Correct. Except Major Chris. Because his name was Chris. So.
Hello.
We're back.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So, yes. 5. All Australian citizens are entitled to a free portrait of someone. Who?
Is it the same person?
I would hope it would be the great Australian cricketer Don Bradman. I suspect it isn't. I suspect it's probably the Queen.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of lackey bullshit that colonials get up to nowadays.
I just kind of wonder, like, what office do you have to go to where they have just posters of the Queen? I mean, or portrait.
It's probably one of those really dumb things like, in 1894, the Australian Senate passed a thing saying everyone should have a picture of the Queen, and then no one ever does. In theory, you're entitled to it, but there's no way you can go and get one, and the Australian government aren't going to bother. They don't bother paying, like, sick people or fucking, to take care of folk. They were stealing brown children. They're not going to give out free posters.
Well, I guess people are entitled to it. Doesn't mean that they get one.
Exactly. Right,
all right.
So name the film. Ooh, pardon me. Puppies will put them to sleep. Attack of the Winged Monkeys. This is pretty obvious. Inside the Cyclone.
Yeah. You want to say the name
Schindler's
too?
List.
Not Schindler's List. We all know. The Wizard of Oz.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. Although, I'm with Sean Locke on this.
Okay.
I would have reacted very differently at the end when they found out he wasn't a real wizard. It was just a midget in a suit. I'd have been a lot more angry.
He wasn't a small person. He was just short.
He was a small person.
The Oz?
Yeah, isn't it a midget?
No.
Whatever, like a small person.
No.
Is it just a short person?
He's just a short guy. Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Well, okay. Well, either way, I'm punching a short guy then in the face.
Yes. Okay.
For lying to me. Don't call yourself a fucking wizard if you're not a wizard, you dickhead. We've walked here for ages. We've crushed a witch to death with my fucking house. This is ridiculous. We're fucking winged monkeys chasing us, and we've come here, and you're not even a fucking wizard, you prick. Do you know a good taxi number for the nearby? I mean, we've got a long way back.
Yeah, here he is. He stood by a thing. Like I never got the impression that he was the same character that meets Dorothy early on in the film. Yeah, there he stood next to her. So.
Well, yeah, because that's him stood next to a child and he's barely tall.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a tall man. He's like Napoleon's height.
Well, yeah, but not 100 years after Napoleon was alive.
Yeah, actually, I don't know.
110 years or whatever.
He's as tall as the Tin Man. The Scarecrow.
Okay.
I think you're just remembering. You're having a Mandela effect moment.
He's having he's stood on an apple box.
He could be. He'd be wearing Tom Cruise shoes.
The rest of them are actually stood in
a
pits.
hole.
They had holes specially dug. He was very sensitive, the little lad. Curious. Anyway, so it's Wizard of Oz is the answer to the question.
Yes,
and apologies to the midget community and the short people community.
Small people, yes.
Yeah, well, okay, but if I say small people, then that could still be the small guy.
No, short people.
I have to short people and small people. Apologies to you all.
Okay.
Basically, if you're under 5'8", I'm apologising to you.
You're apologising to me then.
Well, yeah, but aren't you under like 4'8"?
No, I'm not that short.
How short are you?
I'm 5'3 3/4. We talked about this. You're like a foot taller than me.
Well, not quite.
Almost.
10 inches. A good 10 inches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, anyway. So, name of the film. Chaos in the Kitchen. Predator in the Powerhouse. Welcome to the Tour.
Oh, I got it now. Yeah.
Chaos in the Kitchen. Predator in the Powerhouse. Welcome to the Tour.
I thought it was chronological, but it's not. It's just 3 random words. So, yeah. Do you want to say it or shall I?
It's Willy Wonka and Schindler's List.
It's Jurassic Park. Was what you were thinking. I think that's what it is, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't actually know, but that would be what I was going to guess.
Yes, that's a good guess.
Lament for a Sofa, Secret Formula Soap, and Nesting Instinct. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've got it.
Fight Club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they make the soap and then they make the bombs out of the soap, out of the human fat.
Yeah, but what's the nesting instinct?
Nesting instinct.
Oh, is it the boobs?
I don't know, actually. Maybe. I don't know. Not loonies, but fishermen. Medication Time. Mr. McMurphy's here. Oh, a film we talked about. It's one of my perfect films.
All right, which one is that?
Is it One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I watched that years ago. I actually think I watched it in psychology class.
Yeah, the Nicholson character is McMurphy, isn't it?
Oh, is it Nurse? Yeah.
No, it's Nurse Ratched.
Nurse Ratched, that's it, yes.
Yeah. Indeed.
Right.
Anyway, so, Fish and Cookies, the single mom, the single dad. Fish and Cookies, the single mom, the single dad. No idea.
No. I
the
am
Parent Trap.
It could be.
That's the only thing I can think, because it's a single mom and a single dad. I don't know what Fish and Cookies is.
No idea what Fish and Cookies
other
is.
Than a strange and unbalanced diet.
So I guess I'm going to wait for the chat a little bit to see if anyone has any suggestions before moving on.
Yeah.
No.
Omen? Someone's saying Omen?
Possibly The Omen, but I don't really remember. I don't know whether that would have anything to do.
I don't remember The Omen.
I'm still going to go with what do you call Freaky Friday or whatever. Parent Trap. Yeah.
Well, that's all I could think of.
Yeah, I mean single mom, single dad.
But I haven't actually seen that.
But they're not single. They're
aren't they? I don't know.
Not red, apparently.
International Orange. Fuck off.
Nice. Look at Jimmy's face.
Mid-stroke.
All right. International Orange? I think it looks red.
No, it's red. Fuck off. We can see, Jimmy.
He's counting things up now. I don't know why.
The 5.
Yeah, Die Hard films.
Die Hard movies.
Yeah. They brought one out very recently. It wasn't very good, but I was like, why are they still making those? And that's how I sort of it imprinted on my menu. Yep, Venezuela. He was point for you.
Just Venezia. That's all.
Oh, by the way, Tony's.
And the only reason I know it's Venezia is because the football team's called Venezia. And I was like, why is it called that? And I looked it up. Oh, that's what the place is called. Why do we call it fucking Venice then? Not what it's called.
I figured it out when I went to Venice. No, actually, there's a lots of places called Pizza Venezia.
She got it on the mind. Couple of weeks in quarantine.
6 weeks, yeah.
In for a length. Absolutely.
Yeah. So 5. Oh, and then we had Venezuela. All right. And Tony's in the chat, by the way, on the color orange, saying, "Orange, get in." So, thanks for that.
Yeah, well, you just went down in my estimations for being part of the lie, Tony. We can all see it's red. Don't be a dickhead. Space. Yes.
Space.
Thank you.
The chat was very excited about that one. Everyone was like, "Space, space, space." Pew, pew, pew,
space.
pew.
That's pretty badass.
That's how they shoot guns in the Lego movies.
I didn't know they allowed Canadians out of Canada.
Of course,
well, if you go straight up, in the air and remain in orbit constantly, that's still Canadian airspace, I think.
Yes. So he didn't have to leave if it's geo-locked or whatever, geo-orbiting.
But I don't think it was. I think it was like some weird satellite thing.
It was
that's what astronauts do.
Yeah, they go in.
And they don't have a space thing they don't have a rocket in Canada, so we'd have had to go to America or like
European.
Kazakhstan.
No, the European Space Agency.
But don't they launch from Kazakhstan?
Oh, that I don't know, to be honest.
I believe so. Yeah,
they've got an outfit.
One of the best places in the world to actually do it.
I know someone who works at vaguely. I mean, not vaguely, no, but I have an acquaintance that I met that works at the European Space Agency.
Okay. Well,
so, yeah, but he works in Cologne. But I didn't think they launched them from here, so I don't.
Probably not.
Yes, geosynchronous. Thank you, Rory Katz. There we go.
Fuck you, Rory Katz.
It was also the Queen.
With your clandestine bullshit.
Also, Rory Katz was like, "Don't let me out." Very Rory Katz.
Anyway,
it was the Queen, by the way.
Queen, okay.
Yeah, I just because everyone knew that one. And you should.
Well, I'm going to ask my Australian friends. Go and get a picture of the Queen that the government owe you.
You pay your taxes, motherfucker. Get that.
Exactly. Yeah. Get your money's worth. A picture of the Queen for no fucking reason.
Get the angry Aussie to get.
Or maybe they'll just be really sarcastic and give you a stamp. It's a picture of the Queen.
That's a portrait.
Yeah. I mean, it's a portrait from 40 years ago. Get it updated. Fucking hell. But yeah. Although at her age, is it worth getting it updated?
Just leave it as is. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not bother. Anyway,
Jurassic Park,
yes.
Yeah.
Or as in the great words of Alan Partridge, Jurassic Park.
Got to pronounce it right. Fight Club.
Yes.
What are we waiting for now? Yep, your favorite. One of your favorite films.
Over Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah. One Fine Day.
Never even heard of that film.
No, me neither.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we missed like one or two.
Yeah.
But
Should we do one more?
Oh, well, I'm gonna need a comfort break then.
Oh no, we'll leave
So
it.
you gotta talk to the chat. So leave it. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I can't be bothered.
You happy wait?
I can't be bothered to
wait 2 minutes.
2 minutes for you to go for a piss.
To get comfortable. To sit for another 20 minutes.
Oh, go on then. Fuck's sake.
Okay, well, I'll fill up my water too while I'm there, so keep talking.
Oh, Jesus. Now it's 3 minutes. Fucking hell. Anyway, so I assume Kristi's gone now. I don't know. Anyway, I've been doing my video. Been working on my video today. My history video thing. That was fun. I made a lot of progress. And I managed to track down a Caribbean. Yeah, well, I say Jerry. Hello, thank you, Jerry. Friend of the show, friend of the channel. She knows people, and got me in touch with a Trinidadian who was done the recording, and I got South Africans as well. I still need to get my Englishman, but I've got plenty of options there. Shouldn't be a problem. And then I'm good to go, and it's nearly done. It'd be really interesting to see people's reaction. A lot of it's sort of disheartening in a sense because I know my history channel is quite small at the minute, so it's not going to get that many views. And I've put a lot of work into this one mainly because I've been off work, so I've had so much time that I've just been pouring it into doing this video, which I've really enjoyed, and I think is going to be really fucking good. And you don't have to, by the way, you don't have to like cricket at all to enjoy the video. It's a really interesting historical story. That is a true story. Did actually happen. About the fall of apartheid. So I think you'll get something out of it, hopefully. But if you also like cricket, that probably you'll get something out of that as well. Some lovely old footage of cricket happening from the 60s and 70s in silence, as I talk over it. But it's there nonetheless. I had a lot of fun watching that footage because it's games I hadn't seen. Because I mean, why would I? It happened 10, 20 years before I was born. So, yeah, a lot of fun. So look forward to that video whenever it happens. Probably in a couple of weeks or something. I don't know.
All right. So, what are you talking about?
Yes. I've been explaining about my video. I've been working on my video.
Excellent.
Yes.
Coming along well?
Yes, Madeline, I do have a history channel, History with Kev. You can go and check it out if you wish. Or not. I mean, it's up to you. I'd prefer you did. But I'm not going to be like too angry if you don't, because people didn't subscribe to me for history. They subscribed to me to shout at Nazis. And to be honest, I kind of do that in the upcoming video, or not so much shouty, but explainy.
Okay. Well, I kind of, let's see. I guess we haven't watched this one, because I did show one of these to my friends, so I know all the answers for one of them now, which I don't think it's fair that I play along on that one.
Or just, well, just don't do that one. That's fine. I mean, it's not as if the questions are that fucking stellar.
Yeah, we skipped it, so it's okay. Well, hopefully we haven't done this one before. Okay. I don't know.
No.
Well, yes.
Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah.
On a standard dartboard, what is the lowest number that cannot be scored with a single dart?
Oh.
What is the lowest number that can't be scored with a single dart? Right, so obviously 1 to 20 is out. 777 is 21.
Mm-hmm. 22?
Double 11 is 22.
23?
23, I don't think can be scored because that's not a double or a treble.
Nope.
Or a single. So I'm going to go with 23.
All right. By process of elimination, in the sport of darting.
There you go. That's why you should play darts like I used to. I played in ages. I must get back into it. It was so much fun. And I say that it doesn't sound fun, but it's therapeutic for me. Anyway, one instrument. Oh, sorry. One instrument is in every piece. Chopin.
Chopin.
Old Chopin ever wrote. Which one? His friend Batch.
And his friend what?
Batch.
Batch? I don't know who that.
Bach.
Oh, Bach. Oh, that was terrible. Well, I mean, he wrote for piano a lot of solo pieces, I think, for piano. So
I'm going to say bassoon.
I would not say bassoon. I don't know. But, it's a free Europe we live in.
I'm going to say cor anglais.
Yes, people are with me on this. That's piano. Or harpsichord. I think he's post-harpsichord. I think Bach is more harpsichord. Whereas
post-harpsichord. You're such a fucking hipster. He's post-harpsichord.
Yeah, well, the piano evolved as an instrument.
He's very much new wave piano, people.
It was... For the time, it was. He's a romantic musician or composer. Yeah. He's after Beethoven, so he was in the Romantic period, and yeah, so it would be a piano by then. I did do history of music for my. We had to do either theater, art, history of drama, or history of music. So, right.
What do Baron's Court, Finnegan's Wake, Hell's Angels, and Howard End have in common? Do Baron's Court, Finnegan's Wake, Hell's Angels, and Howard's End have in common?
Were they all written by the same person?
I
mean, Howard's End was turned into a film with Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson. And Finnegan's Wake was also made into a film. Maybe with Albert Finney, I want to say.
No.
They want to say motor. Okay, people are saying motorbikes. I don't know. Is there a Howard's End motorbike?
Hell's Angels.
Yeah,
that's one of the answers. You're focusing too much on the Hell's Angels. I don't know that there's a Baron's Court. of
Yeah.
motorcycle fucking saddle tramps out there. I don't think that's a thing. I could be wrong. If I'm proven wrong, I will absolutely eat humble pie.
Yeah.
But imagine the Finnegan's Wake.
Oh, actually, Darius has a really good one in there in the
Go on
chat.
then.
A lack of apostrophes.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's very good.
We're going to go with that just because it's slightly impressive.
Well, I know I can't. This is going to annoy me now because I know there are only 2 places in America that have apostrophes in their name, and I know one, and I can't remember the other one.
Oh, what's one of them?
One is to pronounce it in the pure Bostonian accent, Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
Martha's Vineyard.
Mhm.
You pronounce it correctly.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the other one. It's somewhere in Texas, I believe. Anyway, because most places just drop the apostrophe after a while. So
Yeah.
So anyway, where is someone from? Where is someone who is Bayesian from? I think have we not done this?
I don't remember these questions.
No. Okay. Or maybe I think it's possibly because I've been watching a lot of old cricket shit in recent times for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Bayesian is Barbados.
Is it? I was going to go Baja.
It is.
But I believe you because
No, it's Barbados. Yeah. So there. So the West Indies play. Some of them are Bayesian.
Interesting.
There you go.
Well, your
Anyway.
cricket watching came in handy.
Well, literally, well, as with knowing Venezia and therefore Venezuela, down to football. If it wasn't for sport, I wouldn't know things.
Because they just talk on the air and fill the time with stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with cricket. Yeah, the amount of shit you pick up, because virtually nothing ever happens. Like the ball is in play, like even by normal, so like baseball or American football or whatever, right?
Get near your mic.
The ball is in play. The ball is in play so rarely.
Yeah.
But compared to the rest of the time.
Right.
But cricket's fucking ludicrous.
Even
you get like about a ball a minute or something. It's fucking nonsense. And he goes on for 5 days. He's a mate. I love it. I fucking love it. Sorry. Right. Where is St. Edmund buried?
Geraint in the chat says, in the ground.
Almost certainly. Well, I think there is literally a pun involved in the actual answer and the actual name of an actual town.
Right.
Have you heard of the English town Bury St. Edmunds?
I visited Bury St. Edmunds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the answer.
Yes. Yeah. Hence, Bury. Yes, buried. Which is lovely. It's lovely, by the way. If you have a chance to go to Bury St. Edmunds, there's an abbey there where I think it's a legend has it the Magna Carta was like they swore the oath in the abbey of Bury St. Edmunds.
That wouldn't be too far away, yeah.
Jack can check me.
Runnymede where it was signed, but I don't know whether
I also,
or whatever.
I also, this is a funny story. I went out to there's a little marker, isn't there? That it has
At Runnymede.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was visiting a friend who was living within walking distance of that. And we had, for some reason, gotten wine. And he had just moved into his place, so he didn't have cups. So we had to get plastic cups. And after the second bottle of wine, he wanted to show me this thing. So we decided, like 11:30 at night, to go out and walk over to the monument, to the Magna Carta. But in order to get to it, we had to walk through a field, and there were cows out in the middle of the night, and he was like terrified of the cows. And I had to tell him, it's okay, they're not going to charge us. Like I'm from Wisconsin, and I know how to deal with cows.
Well, you have a natural affinity with the cow.
I'm a cow whisperer. They're dumb. They're so dumb. They spook at anything. But his horror, and then we got there, and we took pictures, and it was a very silly night. But
that sounds as ridiculous as the story in 3 Men in a Boat, where they get drunk and lost at Runnymede.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have that experience, but I don't know that one.
You should read that book. It's very good.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if we were really intentionally trying to recreate anything like that, but yeah.
No, that's fair.
But little story from my life. And now occasionally when we see each other on Facebook, he'll joke about the killer cows. So.
Oh yeah, it's okay now the cows aren't there.
No, yeah, he'll talk tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, his knees will start to
shit
quake.
himself.
All right, why is he counting again? All right. Oh.
Okay, name the film. Just Full Sex, Tart and Vickers Party, Darcy's exclusive interview.
I want to say this is Bridget Jones' Diary.
Yeah, obviously.
Which I mostly recognize from the Tarts and Vickers Party, if I'm honest.
Yeah. But isn't Darcy played by the now much more famous, although ironically I've forgotten his fucking name, the King's Speech guy? What's his name?
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth.
I wasn't sure if you were referring to Hugh Grant or Colin Firth, so I said...
No. Well, ironically, Hugh Grant was much more famous back in the 90s.
At the time. He's very big.
Again, much like, and this is an off-air joke between me and Kristi, much like the careers of Jimmy Fallon and French Stewart.
Yes.
They've gone in opposite directions, haven't they?
They touched and then they went on divergent paths. They
I was
bumped
thinking
into
about
each
this
other.
Other than when you showed me that clip of it, I hadn't considered even the existence of French Stewart for about 15 years. Like, he hadn't crossed my radar, hadn't thought about it in the slightest.
Like, oh my gosh, there's a person that exists that I knew about it one time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's a really good impression of him from what I remember.
Yeah. By the way, for those of you who are wondering, I showed Kevin the Saturday Night Live clip with Daryl Hammond playing Sean Connery, Norm Macdonald playing Burt Reynolds, Will Ferrell playing Alex Trebek, and then Jimmy Fallon as what's his name? Stuart French?
French Stewart.
Yeah.
His first name is
Jimmy
French.
Stewart.
No, he was not playing Jimmy Stewart. That would have been a very different tenor to the piece, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, right. So, a phone call from the bank, little things that are quite important, and Cherry Tree Lane. I had no idea.
Oh, okay. Someone in the chat saying Mary Poppins?
Possibly.
I mean, a phone call from the bank.
For the French Stewart was the guy who was in Third Rock from the Sun. He was Harry.
I didn't watch it. Yeah.
You should have. It was very good.
I don't do American sitcoms. I don't do like 30-minute American sitcoms.
It's quite interesting because it's sort of un-American in a sense, although it does have a laughter track, which is disappointing.
Yeah.
But
first giveaway.
It's quite introspective. Look, it actually tells you something about America in a way that most don't. Like, most of them are quite idealized versions, whereas this is like, actually, America's kind of shabby.
Okay.
But in a kind of analytical sense. It's quite fun. And of course, because it's about aliens, they're learning about human life and stuff. So it's quite fun.
Right. Fish out of water type of humor.
Indeed.
Andrew in the chat has ejaculated with It's a Wonderful Life. That's a good one. I could see that. Doesn't he live on Cherry Tree Lane, maybe? I mean...
I know you worked at a bank, but
yeah.
does it mean a phone call from the bank? I don't know.
Nuns on the Run? No, I don't think that's it. Do you remember Nuns on the Run?
I've heard of it. I don't remember.
It's got Eric Idle and Robbie Coltrane.
Oh, wow. An eclectic group.
And they're dressed up as nuns. And they go on the run. It does what it says on the tin. Really, that film.
Well, I mean, it's an Eric Idle flick, so I'm guessing it's probably not going to be the most cerebral thing in the world. Yes.
All right. Donna is confident it's Poppins.
Okay.
So
she staked her reputation on the pop. Right. Sexy dancing.
Yeah, violent sexy dancing. Where's Flint?
Apologies.
Is Flint here for that?
Mute for this.
It's Kevin Assimer.
Yes. Lost at the gas station. Who will Andy pick? And Pizza Planet.
Yeah, we know this. You want to say it at the same time? Toy Story
of Toy.
It is. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Like that was a good question.
Indeed, it was. Yeah.
Some are crap, but that one was good.
Right. Name the film: Murder and Morning Sickness, More to Life Than Money, and Wood Chipped.
I think this is Fargo again.
Is you can't have Fargo again?
Because there's only one movie that I know that involves a wood chipper.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know.
Well, let's see what people in the chat say.
Maybe.
They're still on Toy Story, so we gotta let them catch up. But that would be my guess. because more to life than money is one of the things that they say too. Yeah, Darius is saying Fargo. Yeah.
Well, this is you're obsessed with Fargo.
Yeah, apparently Jimmy Carr he's seen about 20 films and one of them is Fargo. Oh, yeah.
And he's only listened to
This is another repeat.
disco band.
It's another repeat here.
Yeah. So you got Frankenbeans cleaning the pipes and Build Me Up Buttercup.
Yeah.
I wonder what it might fucking be.
Yeah, There's Something About Mary, which was another Jimmy Carr favorite apparently.
Indeed, yes. So
I mean, he is giving us free entertainment, but
yeah, he's seen Fargo.
Yeah.
He's seen There's Something About Mary.
Oliver
and he's
Twist.
listened to the Bee Gees.
And Oliver Twist.
Yeah. 23.
23?
There we go.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well done.
Answer.
Piano. I was right.
New Wave Piano.
New Wave Piano. Yes, that was it. It was the synth.
They called him the Ivory King.
It was a synthesizer of its day.
Indeed. No apostrophe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So well done to the person in the chat who said that.
Mm-hmm.
Barbados.
Uh-huh. We don't have to worry because you knew that cold.
I did.
Yeah, Bury.
Bury St. Edmunds, yeah.
Really nice town. Really go see it.
Not the only place named after someone who's dead there. There's a St. Albans as well, who was executed there. And in the town that's now called St. Albans. So.
Yeah. So
anyway.
Bridget Jones' Diary.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Mary Poppins.
It is Mary Poppins. Woohoo. Well done.
Yep. See, now I want to know where Jimmy Stewart lived in It's a Wonderful Life.
We'll have to find out afterwards. Yeah, it was Fargo. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, watch more films, Jimmy. Fucking something about Mary. If we get a Die Hard question or so again, I'm going to fucking scream.
All right. So, yeah, that's we're hitting 2 hours here. So I think our happy hour is definitely over.
Is done. And there's old Anderson.
Yep.
With his weird blendy hair, forehead hands.
Let's see. What's going on?
Hello, Thomas Smith.
Yep. Oh, refresh.
He's awesome.
Yeah, Thomas Smith. Very good guy. Kamala stuff. I was just going to see if Trump had said anything completely ridiculous today. Since we've been on
Almost
air.
certainly.
But, Iranian satellites. Oh, cool. I don't know who that is, but it's a nice pic.
It's Milton Nascimento.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay.
But it's rare photos of Nelson Nascimento in the 60s.
Well, there's a reason why I do these as bookmarks as opposed to just scrolling through Twitter. So, yeah, let's just leave it there.
Someone said earlier the Ohio was described in the British press as one of the, quote, southern states that was lifting.
I saw that exchange.
And someone was like, see, Ohio, this is how we're getting fucking represented now. Well done.
Closer to the mic.
Try and put them at ease. I had to try and put them at ease by informing them that British people look down on all of America.
Yes.
You're all trash. So
the South North doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Geography doesn't mean anything. We don't need to pretend, or we don't need to actually be better anymore. We just pretend.
Yeah.
We're just like, nah, we're still awesome, even though we're not.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a self-hatred that comes, a sort of arrogance that comes with it.
Yeah, I think it's like, we used to be. Do you remember when we were powerful and people give a fuck what we did? That was sort of fun.
That's
there were some tightly hidden costs to the native folk of every land you invade, but in terms of people, like the feeling of power, that must have been pretty cool. Remember those days?
Yeah, Blue Jay in the chat says, I mean, Ohio fucking wants to be in the South, to be honest.
Kinda, yeah.
Well, and on that bombshell.
And no wonder LeBron James left twice. Just saying. That's a second shout. That's a second deep cut of LeBron James lore tonight. His beef with Michael Rappaport and the fact that he's a deeply disloyal bastard towards the Cleveland Cavaliers.
There you go. Well, and on that bombshell. That's a real bombshell. So go and check out History with Kevin. Go, and tomorrow night I've got D&D. So probably it kind of butts up against this. It's like we start at 11 and I don't like to be pressured under. So yeah, we'll probably maybe Sunday night or something after my patron hangout.
Yeah, whenever, really,
Or maybe you could show
I'm
up
not
to the
going
patron
anywhere.
hangout at like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon and just join us for a bit and we can have like a happy hour with some quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I
okay.
think you're an honorary member of the group, so we can talk about it.
I am, but
Yes.
I don't try
I'll
to
tag you.
interact with people too much.
No, I'll just tag you into the stuff
'Cause
so you'll know to pay attention.
they're not like cats, they're like people, and that's not my thing.
Okay, and the surfs are chatting with people on YouTube, so that's what you can do now. And also, don't forget to go and report that Groiper BS on TikTok. Help Cog out, share the tweet as well, if you wouldn't mind.
Exactly. And go and check out Cog's TikTok.
Yes, where he's bearded the last time we saw him.
Yeah, I'll be honest, he looked like he had reached puberty, which is strange for me.
Do you feel old now?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I remember you when you were just a wee whippersnapper.
A wee babe. Wouldn't know, but
Exactly.
a wee baron. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah, so have a good one till the next time, guys. Stay safe, stay clean, wash your hands, especially after you pee at home, guys. And
Yeah.
we'll see you later.
Poo.
Or poo.
Especially when you poo.
Say good. All right, so thanks to the chat. Thanks to people watching in the future. Goodbye from me and goodbye from Kevin. Say, wash your hands, Kevin.
Wash your hands, Kevin.
He did a kind of weird version of the bit.
I did.
Except that I'm not ready for the button. Okay, there it is. All right, bye.